How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys an awesome Pokemon Sun and Moon update video. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company International has just dropped a huge bomb on us today, and I want to show you guys exactly what happened. So, without doing too many spoilers, of course, the title and thumbnail kind of reveals all, but anyway, what we're going to go through is I'm going to show you the unedited trailer exactly straight from the Pokemon YouTube channel. We're going to go through and analyze it piece by piece. We'll give you guys information from the actual website so that we learn more than just what the trailer tells us. So, if you guys are pumped for Pokemon Sun and Moon like I am, oh my gosh, you're going to love this video. So stick around to the very end and let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section below. So I'm going to disappear for a second and we're going to go take a look at this thing. It's going to be great. So here we go. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That looks pretty awesome. What do you guys think? There's so much happening in this trailer. Wow. All right. So we have all the information that we want from the secondary tier for the evolution for the starters. We learned a little bit more about the intercommunications between friends and maybe Street Pass. We learned about a demo and, of course, Ash-Greninja. Wow, so many things happening right now. I am very excited for it. So let's go through and break down what we saw simply by going back to the very beginning of the 3, maybe 4-minute trailer. So looking on through, we got Pikachu over here as usual. Our very first Pokemon that we see is none other than Dartrix. This thing looks cool. I mean, he's got a little bow on his head, on his little chest over here. He's got a little, I don't know if that's hair or something. It looks like hair. It looks pretty awesome. Of course, now you can go through and rub him, and if you take a look, if he doesn't like where you're rubbing, you can actually see his eyeballs, and I think that that's pretty cute. Just going through and like this face right here, that's a hilarious face. So let's go through to the official Pokemon website and learn a little bit more about Dartrix. Alright, so apparently Dartrix is a Blade Quill Pokemon. Very nice. Grass flying, so it keeps the same typing. Dartrix is an extremely sensitive to other presences in the area and can detect opponents behind it and throw feathers to strike them without even seeing them. Wow. This Pokemon conceals sharp-bladed feathers inside its wings, showing astounding precision as it sends them flying in attack. And it goes beyond propelling its blade quills in simple straight lines. It can even bend these feathers to change their trajectories. Wow. Revealing a certain snobbiness in its personality, Dartrix cares a great deal about its appearance, grooming its feathers in every spare moment. In truth, it's also a bit of a bird brain, with a tendency to bungle things up. Once it makes a mistake, sometimes it gets into a desperate struggle to gloss over the situation and ends up making a bigger mess than ever. At times, this Pokemon feels so bothered by its dirty, ruffled feathers that it can't focus on battle. When it loses its focus, it sometimes even retires from the battle on the spot. Wow. It's up to each trainer to help Dartrix overcome this troublesome stage. If this Pokemon is with a trainer who helps it through, its strength will grow hugely. So as we know, this is the second tier evolution. That is really fun. All right, so Dartrix, pretty cool. Let's continue moving on, shall we? Okay, so we learned a little bit about Dartrix. Let's continue moving. Okay, so Litten, the starter that I'm going to be picking, I'm really excited about Torracat because of this pseudo bell. Looks really cool. I mean, it's emblazoned with fire. That's the source of where the fire comes from for this very cool kitty. So looking through, you can go through and pet it, and you can see the cat aspects, how it like kind of needs its paws. I'm a cat lover, so I am in love with Torracat. So let's go through and take a look at what the official site says about Torracat. Simply by clicking over here to Pokemon, you can go through over to this one, and you can see, bam, Torracat, Fire Cat Pokemon. Height 2'4", 55 pounds. That's a heavy cat. I don't think I'll be like picking that thing up anytime soon. Okay, so the bell-like object attached to the base of Torracat's neck is a flame sac, an organ that produces flames. Torracat's emotions cause a rise in the organ's temperature, and when the organ spits flames, it rings with a high, clear sound of a bell. So it's kind of like a cat and a bell. That's pretty nice. Torracat attacks using flames emitted from its bell. Torracat's mane serves as an excellent sensory organ. It can sense what's going on around it, even in the dark. It can also detect the presence of hidden enemies. Ooh. Just like cats and their whiskers. Torracat has a great love for battle and will attack so relentlessly that its opponents lose the will to fight. Wow, so kind of like the exact opposite of that owl. Interesting. And yet it sometimes behaves like a spoiled child in front of trainers or Pokemon with whom it has built a relationship of trust. All right. The cat punch that this Pokemon can dish out with its strong forelegs is extremely powerful. It can bend iron bars and knock out large men with a single blow. A cat punch. Boom. Wow. Don't mess with that thing. All right, so as we all know, Litten evolves into Torracat. All right. The Torracat looks cool. I mean, he really does. I can't wait. All right, so here we go. Moving on. So Poplio, a fan favorite. A lot of you guys like Brionne. Brionne. That's an interesting name. Looks kind of funny, kind of cool, has the same ability Torrent, but yeah, going through using a little bit of a bubble beam of some sort. Looks very interesting. It's more like a feminine-esque kind of Pokemon. That's cute. I would say so. I'm excited. And falling asleep. Why was it falling asleep? Alright, we'll find out. So we'll head on over here to the site. Let's go over to Pokemon again. we will take a look at our good friend Brionne, Pop Star Pokemon. All right. So 2 foot tall, 38 pounds. Brionne learns its dances by imitating the other members of its colony. It sometimes even learns dances from humans. This Pokemon is a hard worker and pours itself into its efforts until it has memorized each dance. As it dances, Brionne creates balloon after balloon. In battle, it first sends its opponent into disarray with its dancing, and then slaps its balloons into the target, causing the balloons to explode and deal damage. Brionne can dance in perfect time with others, even if they have only just met. On moonlit nights, you can sometimes see throngs of Brionne dancing as one in perfect fluidity. Brionne always acts cheery and positive, even when it's feeling sad. This Pokemon doesn't allow its sorrow to show. It's said that Brionne will only reveal a sad expression to a Pokemon or trainer to whom it has opened up its heart completely. Wow, interesting. So we all know that it evolves from Poplio. That is pretty cool. How many of you guys are excited for her or him? Of course, it can be both because it's what it is. All right. Here we go, moving on. So, have fun with other players in Festival Plaza. Now, this is pretty much the Street Pass functionality or the multiplayer functionality. I'm very curious as to how this is going to go, because with it, you guys can see right over here, this guy's name is Sophocles, and he's got literally a Game Boy Color, or a Game Boy, with a link cable on the side. That's pretty interesting, and that design choice is very cool because that's exactly how Pokemon started out, with a Game Boy and a link cable to another Game Boy. None of this wireless stuff that we're all used to. That's pretty cool. So here's Sophocles. We're going to go in slow motion. We got a couple Swablu, and we can see a gigantic castle with a moat maybe around it. And then it looks like you pretty much run in a circle with all these different shops. I'm not really sure what this shop is. This shop seems to be some sort of like psychic, maybe a place where you can go through and, I don't know, see the future. We see a bunch of people as we go frame by frame over here. This brand new person spawns up, maybe because it's going through and taking a look at all the different the like street passes that you get. Maybe that's what happens. I don't know. So moving on over here, looks like it's some sort of shop, an accessory shop. Over here, hold on, let's go back. That looks like a game shop. See, with the arrow in the target, and it looks like there's 3 little circle targets over there. So maybe you can go through and play some games in this pseudo Street Pass Plaza. That's pretty cool. For those of you guys who have played Street Pass Plaza. Okay, this is a secret place where you can come to use all the communication features. So again, it looks like there's kind of a bar on the other side over there, where maybe you can get a drink or something, and then we have the Drifblim balloon right over here too. So that's interesting. We're going to go frame by frame with this. This guy is doing some sort of greeting. Maybe that's the greeting of the Alola region. Earn festival coins by fulfilling other players' requests. We've learned about festival coins in the last trailer. You can use that to unlock many different things. So Jefferson says, we're hungry, take us to a yummy place. Now you can go through over here and choose where you're going to take this street passerby, wherever you want to go. Battle Store, Big Dreams, Johto Tent, or Team Green, or the Rare Kitchen, or the Stomp Stomp House. Interesting. Johto Tent, Team Green, Rare Kitchen, Stomp Stomp House. So if he's hungry, I guess you're going to take him to the kitchen, right? So you click on the kitchen, and then Rare Kitchen Star is very nice. So maybe that's what this exact thing looks like over there. That's pretty interesting. All right, right next to the Drifblim, that could be the cafe or the restaurant. I see a Shroomish up there. How I feel right now is whoopee. Maybe that's something that you input, like in your player profile. Like, how do you feel? Or what should you say when you play? That's kind of silly. All right, so you received 5 friend festival coins. I was going to say friend coins. No, festival coins makes more sense. Okay, so we're earning those, and since we directed him to the correct place, we got 5 festival coins. Now, this seems pretty interesting, because you're going through on top of a Tauros, and you're breaking through all of these bricks. So maybe if you earn enough coins, you can ride on Tauros and unlock additional areas? Not really sure how that works, honestly. It seems pretty interesting. So, going through... yeah, that's... Okay, so we're seeing even more of the game spot. Yeah, so look over here. Just moving on through. This spot is where you can shoot some games or arrows or something. I see, like... I don't know if that's a Meowth on there. That looks like a very small Meowth. I don't know. So, pretty interesting. Moving on, what else do we have here? Okay, so welcome to a bouncy house. Stomp Stomp House, 5-star. So, from the previous box of text, it shows that Stomp Stomp House had 1 star, And then now this has 5 stars. So maybe you can upgrade it over time. So you can play, get info, or just leave. So now playing in it increases the Pokemon's base HP stat a lot. So in Course A, 5 star. Wow, okay. So I'm thinking Course A, B, C, D, E, F. I don't know, HP, attack defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Okay, so that's maybe it. So maybe A is HP, maybe Course B is going to be attack, and this is all maybe like super training. So you can maybe go through and do IVs, or sorry, not IVs, but EVs, effort values for your Pokemon by going through in this bouncy house area. That seems pretty interesting. So with that being said, I think that's my assumption for it. So Course A number 1, you'll get a very small boost in HP, and it only costs 5 festival coins. But of course, if you go to Course A 5 star, you'll spend 50 festival coins, but you'll get a huge boost. Raises the base HP by a lot. I don't know what a lot technically is. Maybe it's going to be 100 base points. We all know that you can get, what, 250, 252, 255? Anyway, so that's my theory on that. All right, so let's go. Course A, it would cost you 50 friend coins. All right, Pikachu had a blast. Pikachu's base HP went up a lot. So it's a good way of super training in this game. That's awesome. Welcome to Goodie Shop, the general store. All right, let's take a look at Goodie Shop. Now, there's a 5-star store. Now, you have it more leveled up because at the very beginning it showed a 1-star. Okay, so this is interesting. Unusual product. A rare, valuable product contains 1 PP up. As we all know from playing all the generations of Pokemon, PP up is a very rare item. You'll maybe get a good handful of them throughout your entire course of playing the game. And the fact that you can spend 200 festival coins for it is interesting. I'm curious as to what these sets are. Honey set, maybe you'll just get a bunch of honey. A Johto set, Hoenn set, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be in those sets, and they don't really tell us either. Okay, so moving on. Poké Pelago is a paradise for all your Pokemon in your PC boxes. Now, that's a pretty cool functionality. Usually in the Pokemon games, their Pokemon are just inside the PC, just kind of hanging out there, not really doing much. But now you have a bunch of different islands. 1, 2, 3 are highlighted over here. There could be 4 and 5 islands, and it also could be the island in the middle, so 6. So 6 different areas potentially, but we do see 3 of them in this trailer. Poké Pelago. Here's Moan, or Mon. The Pokemon that you deposit in the PC boxes can freely come here to Poké Pelago to have a bit of fun whenever they want. So Isle of Beans. I like the name of this one. Isle of Beans. Kind of like Island of Beans. It's so hilarious and very clever. So we can see a bunch of Pokemon over here. You got Eevee, Slowpoke, you got a nighttime Alolan Meowth, you got a Magikarp, a little Pikipek, a little Yungoos. I don't know who that is up top over there. But anyway, so you're going to get a whole bunch of wild Pokemon, and they might join your game. So attract them, and they might join your game with beans. As you guys can see in the top corner, you got some regular beans, which are the single-colored one. You got the speckled beans, which are more rare. Then you have a rainbow bean, which seems to be the rarest of all of them. And on screen, right next to the Eevee over there, you can easily see that that bean is there. So that's interesting. So this Pikipek over here sees the bean, and it seems pleased to have gotten some attention from you. Okay. So this one's fun. This one's called Isle of Fun. Isle of Fun. Isle of Fun. That's so clever. I love puns. Anyway, so again, more of the different Pokemon over here. This one's interesting because you use your Pokemon to search for valuable items. I'm not really sure who those Pokemon are. Are they unreleased Pokemon? You guys will have to look at that even further for me. So just looking at them, that fish, we've seen that fish. I don't know who comes out of this cave, but I see a Staryu. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the monkey. That's the gigantic monkey, and then there's something coming out of there. So you're searching for valuable items. I see an Absol. I see a fish. I wonder if they'll find any treasure. Just can't wait to see. So you're going to go through and recruit all of your team members to find some items within there, and you could bring those items to the game. Leaf Stone, Dust Stone, Shiny Stone. We've seen all those stones in the generation of Pokemon. What's a Float Stone? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember a Float Stone. Anyway, that's pretty cool that you can get items off of there. Alright, moving on. Alright, so this is Isle Level Up. Isle Evelup. So this is pretty much where you level up, the Isle Evelup. So again, you can see different Pokemon over here in this little crescent moon shape. You can go through and leave your Pokemon here for training. Maybe this is like the daycare. Maybe this is the supplemental for daycare. You go through and pick and choose what Pokemon you want on the Isle Evelup, and maybe it's based off of steps, or obviously the beans have some sort of factor in here. Maybe you can use X amount of beans to level up X amount of Pokemon. And what kind of drink would you like to make your Pokemon? Hydration is key. There's Mon again. Moan. So, here we go. This is a drink selection. A tropical drink prepared especially for Pokemon. It'll increase the base special defense stat. So in Isle Evelup, you can do even more super training with your Pokemon's base stats. So if you have the special defense boost drink, it increases their base special defense stat, which is pretty decent. What and how many points is pretty much undetermined right now. So I'm kind of interested. My curiosity is definitely piqued with this, because is it going to be a generic like 50 points? Maybe it's going to be 10 points for your speed stat, because when you're going through and doing competitive Pokemon battling, you want to know exactly how many EVs you put into said stat. So that's really good, and I'm glad that Pokemon Company International is going through and embracing the metagame already so early on. So this one increases their experience points. I'm not really sure what this one means. Does this mean that you're going to get like a certain number of experience points? Are we going to maybe have an O-Power effect where you use like an experience O-Power and you'll get maybe 5% more for a certain amount of time if you use this level boost drink? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me on that one. That seems pretty interesting. Okay, so this one's reliving Mega Evolutions. The game says, now it's been confirmed, that the Z-Ring has the exact same functionality as the Mega Ring in the previous generation. So we can go through and see all of the different Pokemon involved. We can see Mega Lucario using the close combat, which is awesome. We can see Mega Kangaskhan coming out. I was really, really hoping that a brand new Mega would be revealed, but maybe they should save that for another one. They're already giving us way too many things to digest in one video right now. So Mega Salamence, Mega Kangaskhan, always looking good with that Draco Meteor. Dropping the Draco. Boom on Talonflame. Anyway, so now we're getting word that there's going to be a special demo version on October 18th. Now that's 1 month prior to the release of the game. How cool is that? Oh my god, I want to find out everything about it. We're going to do a live stream for it. The live stream will be linked in the description. We're going to have an entire event dedicated to it. Adventure through the special demo version with a special Pokemon. So as soon as I saw Greninja, I'm like, what are you talking about? Greninja, sure. I mean, Greninja's a flagship Pokemon for Pokemon X and Y, right? But now, as soon as Greninja KOs an opposing Pokemon, he's going to go through and, thanks to his Battle Bond ability, he's going to evolve or change forms into the Ash-Greninja. Wow, that's so cool. You can transfer Ash-Greninja to the full version of your game. Everyone's going to be using this Pokemon. He's already going to be banned to Ubers. I can already tell. Greninja was a top tier Pokemon way back in the day, especially early on. So there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we actually end off on Ash's Greninja, there is a little bit more that we have to talk about on him. So let's go over to Pokemon on the official site over here, and we'll take a look at Ash's Greninja. That's so cool. Man, I'm so excited for that. Here we go. So Ash Greninja. It's a ninja Pokemon, all right? 4'11", 88 pounds. Ability Battle Bond. So that's what we were talking about. That's the only ability that it has. Ash Greninja has powered up thanks to the strength and bond with Ash. Although Ash is not necessarily around in Alola, I don't know. This is the form Greninja takes when it has gained new power due to the miraculous occurrence known as the Bond Phenomenon. This can be brought on by the bonds of between people and Pokemon. It seems that it has only known to have occurred once several hundred years ago. Interesting. Wait, what? Only once? Okay, all you Pokemon historians, where's that hinting to? Do we know the Pokemon Battle Bond that happened several hundred years ago? Interesting. Ash's Greninja's leg strength has been enhanced compared to an ordinary Greninja, making it difficult to see because of the spread at which it can move. or the speed at which it can move. It goes very fast. All right. It takes its enemies out in a flash. It also becomes able to make a giant shuriken on its back and throw them in rapid succession. You can see that design over there. That looks pretty cool. Greninja that can become Ash-Greninja have an ability that no Pokemon has ever had before. Battle Bond. The Battle Bond ability triggers this Pokemon's form change to Ash-Greninja after it causes an opponent to faint. When the battle ends, the Pokemon returns to its normal Greninja form. This form is only for battles where it needs to break the limits. Wow. Okay, so this form is only for battle where it needs to break the limits. I don't know if that's just verbiage or if it counts as like a Mega Evolution when it comes to having either a Mega Evolution or Ash-Greninja kind of a Mega Evolution. I think that would be pretty broken if you can do a Mega Evolution and an Ash-Greninja evolution in the battle, because I don't even know what this guy's base stats are, but I can only imagine that there's so much more, because you need to KO a Pokemon in order to even use this ability. That's pretty crazy, and I'm intrigued about it. It seems that this has only have occurred once several hundred years ago. So if you guys are Pokemon historians, let me know. But this is really insane right now. I am so pumped up. You have no idea. October 18th can't come soon enough. It's only a couple days from when I'm recording this, so let's go through and do it. You guys, I want you to join me. I want you to join me right now. There's going to be a link on screen. You guys can click on it where you guys can be taken to exactly there. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, right over here. Click this to go through and watch the demo playthrough. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a live stream. We're going to do it live in front of you guys. We're going to uncover everything that there is inside the demo, like we've done so many demos before. So anyway, if you guys want to watch even more of the Pokemon Sun and Moon 100% walkthrough, you guys can click right over here. Of course, the newest video on my channel there, and I would love it if you guys would click on that subscribe button to go through and not miss a single Pokemon Sun and Moon video from yours truly. Thanks for watching, and be sure to let me know what you guys think of all of the new information in the comment section below. I look forward to reading and interacting with all of your comments. We'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Sun and Moon update video. Bye.